What's up everybody, welcome back to another Showcase Spotlight match, this time featuring your amazing dev community manager Jason here, taking on Platform Disciple. Welcome Platform!
Hey everyone, I'm Platform Disciple. I'm a longtime player of Infinity Wars, and I also have a YouTube channel where I upload content about the game, gameplay, deck techs, and the likes, and you can check me out on my channel if you want to see some high quality content for the game.
So today's deck we're using is one that you may have seen me use on stream once or twice. It's called Big Bunny. The very basic concept is that Shady Bunny here can be buffed up with Landstead, which we have down here. Ignore my Luca combat mechanic, ignore that, don't worry about that. And the basic idea is that we want to buff up our commander Astatoth as much as we possibly can, and eventually start using Landstead to buff up other things as well, ideally being Shady Bunny.
The deck that I'm going to be playing with today is a Beast Tribal deck, and I am using a Warpath, Veror, and Exiles setup to allow me to access a lot of different types of cards. For example, Spawn is only available if you are playing Exiles and Warpath. We're using Veror so that we can get the Defiant Hermit in the command zone. And the deck plays what I would describe as a very fair game of Infinity Wars. We're not trying to do a combo. We're not really trying to aggro out our opponent. We're just playing characters that have a whole lot of attack and health, and there's some beast synergy in there to help support the strategy.
Alright, let's give him a run for his money and see how we go. Best of luck, Platform.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, a Defiant Hermit deck. Well, that's interesting. So, instantly, this guy's going to be doing a fair bit of damage to my, well, everything. So, I'm not exactly keen on that.
So this is a perfectly acceptable opening hand. We have a turn 1 Lightning Blast, which is nice because we can take out the Bloodthirsty Dead really early. And I'm not really sure what type of deck we're going to see from Jason, but taking care of Bloodthirsty Dead on turn 1 seems pretty strong to me.
Let's just start off basic. We're going to buff Astatoth. It's always what we do turn 1. Don't. Okay, fair enough. He takes out one of my commanders. That's understandable.
Okay, we have not really anything better to do other than slam our Rabid Rabbit. It's not going to get out much damage, but it helps us put a body on the board. Next turn we can put out Spawn.
Alright, missing out on that turn 1 play. We're going to provide a little bit of extra power here to Little Timmy. Alright, so I am somewhat safe from this 2 damage on my artificial characters, at least, so that is nice. But it does leave a problem of, I don't think I can necessarily deal with that, because that's going to be a 5-7 during Bloodthirst. I think the best bet here is just to buff that, send that in, and maybe we play Flame Dawn Commando here? I think that might be a good bet.
So if we put out Spawn, there is the risk that this Little Timmy bot will be a 9/9, which would trade with our Spawn. So instead, I think I am going to pull back for a turn just to play it safe, and we can set up for a more explosive turn next turn. Commando on our Rabbit. Okay, so we have a good Defiant Hermit turn because it will kill the Flame Dawn Commando. So that's a possibility. Could also do the Terramoose. I think we're going to do Terramoose here on the basis that Terramoose will trade 1-for-1 with Little Timmy Bot even with Alita factored in. So we'll just go for that.
I'm instantly predicting the ability to just quickly grab that and kill it. He wants to kill the Commander. I don't think there's anything I can do to save Commander here. I mean, I could mechanize it? Seems like a lot of resources to give to a one-cost chump. I think I'm just going to leave him here. He's destined to die. I'm not going to over-invest. Let's just quickly activate this here and shuffle. I don't think Drayson's very useful to us right now. We'll shuffle that. We get a support drone. That's nice.
Tempting to Death Ray here on the basis that we can push for more damage, but I want to save Death Ray for Astatoth, who is a really, really scary character. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to Defiant Hermit, which is going to give our Terramoose +2/+2, which will bring it up to 12 attack, which is enough to kill Little Timmy Bot in one hit, even with the additional +3 from Alita. So I think that lines up really well for us, and we can use our remaining 3 resources on Protector of the Dead just to get another guy out on the board.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just every time I see it, it makes me laugh. That is not an official artwork of the game, by the way. That's just mine that does that. Please don't get the wrong idea. Alright. I'm gonna charge you. And charge you again. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Alright, they got the Protector. Very fair, very fair. Alright, so we managed to take out 2 of their big dudes. That makes us feel a little bit better. And we draw another card from that, which is perfect.
So support drone was not part of the game plan here, so we are going to end up losing 2 characters. Shady Bunny. There's shenanigans that are probably going to happen, is my guess. I don't know what it'll be, but it's going to be weird. Why don't we actually use Merlin? 4 damage to a deployed character. So let's take a minute here. Merlin gives you an effect for each faction. He also lets you get the factionless effect. So we're going to pick the Cult of Veror effect to do 4 damage to a deployed character. Boom. That should kill the Shady Bunny unless Jason plays another support drone. And that would leave us with 3 resources remaining. Maybe we just do the Putrefying Elkmare instead, just to be efficient with our resources and hold up Death Ray for Astatoth.
Protector of the Dead might be hanging out in their support zone. Okay, I don't really have much use for this Luca. We need to start generating value. So I'm going to mechanize the Shady Bunny this turn. And then next turn, I'm going to play out Luca, and it's going to buff it. Now, I would play it out now, however, deployment effects go off before cards do. So if I mechanize and play out Luca, it's not actually going to work that way. So we're just going to do the best we can with what we have, and I think it might be worth sending him in as well, just to apply a little bit of extra pressure.
Okay. So now we have to start thinking about Astatoth for real, because it could come out this turn. So I think we are going to try to end the game as soon as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to Death Ray the Astatoth, so that if Jason does play it this turn, we get it. It's dead, and we don't have to think about it anymore. And if he doesn't, I don't think he's going to have many characters to defend with, so we can play our Once Was Clean, which has been buffed by Spawn, and we're also overcharging it to get the plus 10, minus 10, so it's going to be connecting for 24 damage. If Jason isn't ready for the surprise amount of damage that's coming at him, he could just die right now.
We unfortunately don't have much to go off here. It does have Untouchable, so I can't use the zombies that we have. I can't buff it in Dragon Collar. Alright, let's go with this. This should be good enough.
Okay. So Death Ray did not connect, so Astatoth is still a meaningful threat to us. We only really need to get through once more. So I think what we're gonna do is try to set up for as explosive of a turn as possible with Shamba. So we're going to kill the Timmy bot, or at least we're going to try to kill the Timmy bot. It's possible that Jason will give it +3/+3 and it live. We're going to play Thea Wolfborn, just because it's another character. And we're going to play Merlin, and we're going to pick a different one of his modes this time. We're going to turn him into a beast, and he gives all beasts you control +1/+1. And that gives us enough resources remaining to activate Defiant Hermit to get us our guys a little bigger so that next turn we can really hit the board super hard with Shamba.
Okay, so originally the idea was that we use Landstead to buff Shady Bunny. Unfortunately, we've been put on the back foot here. We kind of have to use Astatoth as a blocker now. We can't really not. So we're going to play him out and Flame Dawn Commando that, because that is dangerous. We do not want to be taking that damage. And as long as they don't attack with Rabbit first, we should be fine to take these attacks and have Astatoth clean up. Gonna buff their beasts a bunch. Good use of the Lightning Blast. Alright, now we're in a really negative position because, unfortunately, he has a fair understanding of what we're dealing with now. So we need to be very careful. I think the best thing we can do here is predictively try and take out one of the big boys that he has. Also playing out Evolving Parasite. We do have the Shady Bunny, which is going to be unblockable damage every turn, but like it's not going to be a lot. Let's get Robot in here as well.
Really kind of a bummer that Once Was Clean died there. Okay, Death Ray. That might be a better play than Shamba. We'll just dump everybody in the assault zone. This is a really great feature that if people didn't know about this, you can drag your characters around. It saves you quite a bit of time. And I think we're just going to drop Death Ray on Astatoth. And just to try to maximize the odds that we get the kill here, throw Alita in. And this is a pro tip for all of you. He's at 17 health, so we want our last two characters in the assault zone to have 17 damage in total. So right now, this is 9 plus 6, so 15. So it's not as efficient. If we do something like this, We have 18 damage, so we're overshooting a little bit, which is better than undershooting, because this way more of our characters have a chance to actually connect for damage. All right, let's see what happens.
All right. Whoop. He changed his mind a couple times. Damn, alright. Death rate does that. I think he might actually have the game here then.
Alright, we got him.
Ah, damn. -1 health. Well, I didn't get to pull off the big combo there, but I did get to experience Platform Disciple's new deck. It's going to be a very fun one to see when he has access to all the Revelations cards.
Good game, Jason.
And good game well played to you as well, Platform. For those of you watching, feel free to hit that like, subscribe, all those other good things. There is a playlist in the description for the full lot of these showcase matches, so if you want to see more gameplay of Infinity Wars Classic, feel free to check that out, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, and of course check out ks.infinitywarsclassic.com for the Kickstarter. We're in their final days right now, and it's going to be amazing. See you on the other side.